Hello, this is a practice one, but it's also a little bit to show you how I've set up some of my materials. I'm just using a board that I was going to paint on and some watercolor paper, and I've just used painter's tape from the hardware shop to tape it down. I have got a PowerPoint and I've got some images chosen. You can see my studio. You can see Cedar sleeping a little bit in the studio lounge. And I'm also filming from above, so you can see my process at the same time. I've got some watercolor paints here, and I've also got off to the side where you can't see in the camera, I've got lots of different palettes and different colors. You do not need this many. And in fact, to be honest, this is a really bad thing to do because it's overwhelming and confusing. The less colors and the less materials you have, it's much easier, believe me. So I've chosen some landscape photos that I took a couple of mornings ago. So beautiful autumn, actually quite a hot day, but a beautiful light in the morning. And my photo skills are okay. Definitely need some improving, but I wanted to use my own images instead of other people's images. So what I've got here, I've got 3 pots of water for when I clean my brush. I've got a few other different brushes as well that I may use or may not. I might just use one brush. I've got a jar here to put my favorite pencils in, or the pencils that I'm using, because if you can see here, I have an abundance. Again, it's too many things. So I'm going to be working in watercolor paints and layering over the top with colored pencil. I've just remembered that I would like to have my hairdryer plugged in, which I'd have to mute myself, yeah, when I use it, because it could be quite loud. So I would suggest that you guys, if you want to do what I'm doing and you're doing watercolor, you can just use grey lead pencil. You can use one biro. You can use acrylic paint. You can use oils. You can use textures. Use what you have, because the idea is just to practice our drawing skills, experiment with different colors and all that sort of stuff. I'll talk about that in a minute. So yeah, I have a hairdryer because if I'm painting fast, I want to get a background layer of watercolor paints on. So just a wash, and I don't paint with watercolors in a traditional way. I just use it however I feel like. And then if I want to dry it really quickly, I'll put the hairdryer on and I might mute myself so you can't hear that noise. Then I can layer the colored pencil over the top. All right. I don't know exactly what colors I'm going to use yet. I haven't selected a color palette. It will be earthy. So what we might do is I'm going to get started. This is my little practice one. And yeah, I'm going to share my screen. And here we go. Welcome to Rising Tide. So currently I'm going to host these Zoom art play dates on Substack. In the future, possibly I may move to Patreon. I'm just going to, at the moment, I'm just enjoying the creative process. Yeah. So Rising Tide, I decided to call it Rising Tide because, you know, this is the aim of this is to experiment, practice drawing, practice painting, have fun, connect with other people and encourage others and like really help lift each other. Yeah, so Rising Tide. And I forgot, I have 2 screens now. I've got myself a new computer for my birthday. So today's Rising Tide art play date is called Salted Sunrise. They're photographs that I took at between Truro Beach and Short Point near Merimbula in whatever month we're in March 24. So hello and welcome to the Rising Tide art play date. Today's art play date, it's a 90-minute session, and that includes a 15-minute or if maybe more time if we need it, a sharing session at the end. The idea is it should finish in 90 minutes. Sometimes we go over, but you can leave any time that you like. We'll be drawing or painting, or whatever your medium, as I said earlier, from 5 reference images of the Sapphire Coast of New South Wales, so all taken by me. It's a relaxed session. You can talk, we can chat with each other. Just remember, it will be recorded and one day it may be public. So yeah, feel free to ask questions throughout. There's no pressure that if you don't want to have your camera on you, that's fine. But it is really nice to connect with other people, and it's nice to see what everyone else is doing. If you just wanted to turn your camera to your art process, by all means, that would be lovely. But yeah, it'd be nice to see your face. So the only other thing that I do ask, because all of the photos are my own photos, if you're going to share your work online, could you please acknowledge that? And also use the hashtag. I've set up Sam Ashley Art Club simply because most of the other things I wanted to use were already taken. And also to tag me on Instagram at Sam Ashley Art. So that way I get to see what you're doing and we all get to encourage and support each other. Yeah. All right, some tips. Now, some of these tips I've taken, I've been inspired by Odd Orange. They have some they have a monthly, if you sign up to their newsletter, they have a monthly drawing session as well, which is great fun. I see it is gone now. So just try not to focus on making it too realistic if you don't want to. Like, it's not really about that. So try not to be perfect. Okay, I'm actually talking to myself here. Draw what you see in the time frame. So some minutes, as you like, some references will only be 5 minutes, some will be 10. Towards the end, will get longer. Yep. So the purpose is to have fun, and also it's to practice our drawing skills and experiment with materials, colors, mediums, and techniques. It's a great opportunity to step outside of our comfort zones and play. So enjoy the process. Are we ready? Have you got your materials? And this will all be posted on a blog post in Substack, which I will send you a link, or it'd be lovely if you could subscribe as a free subscriber to my Substack at the moment. When these go public, I will be converting to either paid on Substack or moving the Zoom to a Patreon channel, but that could be a very long time away. I don't know. So we're just in the beginning stages of learning and playing and experimenting and just seeing if I can be consistent. There we go. All right. So here you go. This is what I've done. And I suppose it's my first painting in about 4 months. You know what else? It's good to just paint. It's good to get back into it. I like this. This is good for me. It's very good for me. I hope it's good for you. All right. Thanks, guys. On Saturday, at the moment we're going from 10 till 11:30 Sydney time on a Saturday morning. I don't know if we'll do it every Saturday. It might end up just being a fun thing that we do every Saturday. And that time and date may change later on down the track. But for now, we're just going to go with that. All right. Thank you. Hope you like it. Thanks for joining us. Yeah, lovely. Be lovely to see your work on Instagram or wherever you share. Don't forget to acknowledge. Yeah. Thank you. All right. Bye.